Hi, welcome to Through the Looking Glass with Moze and Jo. I am Jo.
I'm Moze.
And today we're somewhere different. We're at my acupuncture office and I'm about to give Moze a treatment.
Yeah, I hurt my wrist a while back. I think it's actually an old football injury or baseball injury. I can't remember exactly. But it's been bothering me a little bit. Not too much, only I think when I try to work out and do things like that. But yeah, we're gonna she's gonna work on my wrist a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah, so we just thought we'd take you along because it's kind of a fun thing. And this is where I work. It's what I do. I do a mix of things. I do acupuncture. I also do body work and energy work. So I try to just keep adding to my toolbox and then just be able to use the tools that are needed with whoever I'm working with. So today we're kind of focusing on the physical body for the most part, and I really like acupuncture for that. We've worked on Moze's wrist before and it's been helpful, so we're hoping we can use the needles to communicate to his body that this is an area to focus on and to kind of open the channels where there's still some just kind of blockage, probably of scar tissue and old incompletely healed injuries. And I find that with repeated treatment, a lot of times I can work out the scar tissue, at least to some degree. I can improve the quality of it. Scar tissue will inhibit blood flow. It will inhibit energetic flow through an area. And basically where you don't have blood flow and where you don't have energy flow, you're going to have pain. So opening that up usually helps sources of pain to go away or at least diminish. So that's what we're going to try to do today, and we're going to bring you along. I feel there's a lot of tension kind of further up the arm, which is what I was suspecting.
Right there.
Yeah, right in here by his elbow. So I'm actually more inclined to treat there with a little bit more body work because I can feel a lot of tension, and body work has more of an immediate effect on muscular tension, and then to do more acupuncture here. I'm also going to use some liniment, but it's an alcohol-based herbal preparation that's really helpful to increase blood flow through an area. Mo says it smells like Chinese herbs for sure. I'm using massage oil that I blend myself. I use essential oils. This blend is frankincense oil and helichrysum oil and birch oil in jojoba. All of those oils have muscle and tissue healing properties. A lot of times with old injuries, there's fascia that's been held in a dehydrated and tightened, fibrous state for decades, potentially. And one of the best ways to work with that kind of tissue and get it to try to start returning to its relaxed state is deep pressure. I don't necessarily plan on undoing this tension in one treatment because it's tight and tense enough. To do that, I'd have to go so deep that we would not make it well. So it's going to be a little bit incremental.
I feel like it's less simple.
That's kind of what it feels like to me. Right? So I think it's really coming from this other spot. Alright, I think we're going to do some acupuncture. So I've got my alcohol, and I'm going to clean the points that I'm going to use first. So I'm just going to clean all along this line. Then I have my sterile single-use needles. I use Japanese needles called serums that are coated with silicone. They go into the skin a lot smoother. These needles, you probably won't even be able to see it. They're so thin, they're about as thin as a hair. So the idea, at least the way that I practice, is that you shouldn't even barely feel it. It shouldn't hurt for sure. Some people have more of a theory that if you don't feel it a lot and it doesn't hurt, it's not doing anything, but that is not the premise under which I operate. This is a little more orthopedic style. I'm basically going into all the areas that are really tight and putting needles in those areas to see if I can help loosen up what I already started with body work. So there's a guide tube on the needle. It's plastic, so I'm going to put that on his skin and then I just tap the needle in once I have it in the right spot. how do the needles feel?
Fine.
So I really understand other people who are nervous about needles, and it's part of why I use really extra thin needles. I take the time to really open up the point, like that's what I'm doing right now. I know this is a really tight spot right here, and so I don't want to stick a needle in until I kind of soften it up a little bit first, even though that part is a little sore and hurts for me to do too. It hurt.
Not as bad as the other one.
Are you feeling it?
No, I'm feeling it.
So I'm going to lighten it up a little. I kind of want to keep it on the like you feel it, but it's not excruciating level. And I don't want him to have to like kick his feet or anything, because that's when I'm putting too much pressure on. And I'm just trying to kind of go across the muscle fibers a little bit just to separate them, because they get all, it's like all these fibers are supposed to be in a straight line, or many straight lines, and when they get injured or overused, they kind of get all like tangled up and literally in knots. And so sometimes this kind of cross fiber massage that I'm doing can start to untangle those fibers from each other so that they can find their natural smooth alignment. All right, it's time to take the needles out. I always put them in a sharps container, of course. That's it for today in terms of this treatment.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It smells good.
It smells good, huh?
So
Smells like,
right here, I think that bone spot, it's like interesting.
When you really get the right spot and it's like the body really needed that spot, you'll get a lot of interesting sensations. Sometimes it feels like there's a hole, sometimes it's like a pulling or like a heavy sensation. These are all things that generally indicate that that spot really needed a needle. So I feel good about that.
Yeah. Feels good though. Yeah. Feels a lot lighter.
Good.
Which is good.
So thanks for coming with us while I gave Moze a treatment. It's fun to be able to share a little bit about what I do and a little bit about acupuncture.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If you like what we're up to, tell us if you like this kind of content or you know what you're interested in hearing us talk about, and we'll catch you next time.
Alright guys. Peace.
Peace.